to my atelier. As you can see, it is a beautiful building. Our house is very old. It's part of a very old castle, and the old remains are dates back to 1504. And this is in summer also used as the garden room. We can go directly to the terrace where I can also take my easels and then work outside. And I love it because it's so bright. So here, this is my working space, and here you can see two of the paintings where I'm currently working on. Because I do glaze technique, I normally work on multiple paintings at the same time. So this is just, let's say, the underpainting, which I have to finalize. This one is where I'm already working on finalizing the color part. And if you look at the back, this one is just finished, and this was the first one, this colorful painting, which I finished, I think, a month ago. Well, I studied at the Academy of Fine Arts in The Hague, and I started fashion, monumental fashion. So I didn't do anything related to painting, but we had model lessons. So a model came into the classroom and he sat down either dressed or naked. Most of the time it was naked. But it wasn't about learning how to paint. It was more learning how to look at different poses and more or less a little bit of the light, but nothing really in specific. And the most important thing that my teacher told us was that we had to paint, or we had to draw from the shoulder. So we were always standing in front of these huge easels with these wooden boards where we had to pin our paper on, and we had to draw from the shoulder. So whenever I do my paintings, I almost never ever sit down because I'm not used to it. And this room, because it's so big, it allows me to go back and forth and look at the painting. Of course, when you have to be very precise and have to keep your hand very still, like for example, doing this small part, many painters use the stick where they can pose their hand, and with the tiny little brushes they can do very, very precise work. So, when I went to the Netherlands, I met Joop Kloos, and he did his paintings with glaze technique, and I was mesmerized. So I asked him if he could teach me this technique, because I really, really wanted to learn just the beauty of it. And at that time it was really, really challenging, because I lived in Italy and he lived in the Netherlands, and there wasn't any smartphone, there wasn't any internet. So everything was done by taking a photograph, have it printed, writing a letter and sending it by post to the Netherlands and waiting for the answer. That's how I learned the technique, and that's how I learned painting. It's more or less a little bit of self-taught. What Joop did, however, he helped me with the mediums. So he always gave me the medium which I used for, let's say, the underpainting or for the glazing. And he created this for me. And this is very, very helpful tool, because whenever I have to do something very specific or very in detail, and I need my hand to be very stable, I just pose my hand like this. So I don't need with the stick and posing my hand and having it still very, for me, that doesn't work out very well. I find it very hard to do. But this is just perfect. The only downfall is that I can't make painting bigger than this width. And as you can see over there, I have a painting which is larger. So then, yes, whenever I have to do detailed work, I must keep my hand as stable as possible with a stick. So when I wrote that I wanted to show a little bit of my atelier to you, I just searched a little bit into all my own archive, if I could find some sketches to show you. And unfortunately, I didn't find a lot, because somehow in between all the moves that I made throughout the years, they're somewhere, I just don't know where. But I came across the sketches which I made for fashion. And they are very, they are all made with aquarelle. And if you can show them. These are some of them. I really like to work a lot with aquarelle. I think I have loads of them. But I also came across the modeling which I was talking about. So whenever she was a student, just like me, else. And so now and then we had to sit in front of each other and draw each other. And what I really liked that even then, we normally always had to paint on white paper or bright paper. But I was always a little bit of a rebel, and I had a period of time that during the year that I only painted on black. I love the black paper, and I try to do the complete opposite. So wherever, instead of painting the dark, I wanted to paint the white side, so the bright side of the models. I also came across some sketches of a painting which is over there. It's that painting is in a private collection, and I just received it back because it was damaged. And they asked me if I can restore it. But so far it's looking good. It was quite damaged here. So I hope I will be able to send it back next year. The challenge is in these paintings, in these glaze techniques with the mediums, which I will talk in another session, if you like, is that I never ever have used varnish. So you can see how brilliant they are. They are really shiny, and that's because of all the layers. The medium that I use till date is based on liquid, Venetian, turpentine, stand oil and bleached line oil. But I met a very talented artist who has an atelier here in Montflaquin, Gregory Palizzari, and he also provides lessons. He is, for me, really brilliant. So I asked him if he could give me a lesson about the medium, because when I was introduced to him, we talked a little bit about what I'm doing, and I asked what he was doing, and I went to his atelier and I was really mesmerized. And I just asked him what kind of medium he uses, and his is more water-based. So I wanted to change, I want to change my medium, because liquid is deadly for brushes. And brushes are very expensive. And so after my lesson with Gregory, I now ordered all the materials. And my next paintings will be done in a complete different way. And I'm very thrilled and very excited to see how that works out, because it's new to me. Access new challenges. So I will keep you posted. And thank you so very much for being present. And I hope you liked the tour in my atelier, and hope to see you next time. Bye.